row are you trying to cause in my house anyhow?
He isn't causing a row, you're causing a row. Please have some self-control.
Self-control? I suppose the latest thing is to sit back and let Mr. Nobody from nowhere make love to your wife. Well, if that's the idea, you can count me out. Nowadays, people begin by sneering at family life and family institutions. And next, they'll throw everything overboard and have intermarriage between black and white. I know I'm not very popular. I don't give big parties. I suppose you've got to make your house into a pigsty in order to have any friends in the modern world.
Got something to tell you, old sport.
Please don't. Let's all go home. Why don't we all go home?
That's a good idea. Come on, Tom. Nobody wants a drink.
I want to know what Mr. Gatsby has to tell me.
Your wife doesn't love you. She's never loved you. She loves me.
You're crazy.
She never loved you, do you hear? She only married you because I was poor and she was tired of waiting for me. It was a terrible mistake. But in her heart, she never loved anyone except me.
Sit down, Daisy. What's been going on? I want to hear all about it.
I told you what's been going on. Going on for 5 years. And you didn't know.
You've been seeing this fella for 5 years?
Not seeing. No, we couldn't meet. But both of us loved each other all that time, old sport, and you didn't know. I used to laugh sometimes to think that you didn't know.
Oh, that's all. You're crazy! I can't speak about what happened 5 years ago because I didn't know Daisy then. I'll be damned if I see how you got within a mile of her unless you brought the groceries to the back door. The rest of that's a gosh darn lie. Daisy loved me when she married me, and she loves me now.
No.
The trouble is that sometimes she gets foolish ideas in her head and doesn't know what she's doing. And what's more, I love Daisy too. Once in a while, I go off on a spree and make a fool of myself, but I always come back. And at my heart, I love her all the time.
You're revolting. Do you know why we left Chicago? I'm surprised they didn't treat you to the story of that little spree.
Daisy, that's all over now. It doesn't matter anymore. Just tell him the truth, that you never loved him. And it'll all be wiped out forever.
Wait, how could I love him? Possibly.
You never loved him.
I never loved him.
Not at Capiolani.
No.
Not that day I carried you down from the punch bowl to keep your shoes dry.
Don't. There, Jay. Oh, you want too much! I love you now, isn't that enough? I can't help the past. I did love him once, but I love you too.
You loved me too?
That's a lie. She didn't know you were alive. Why? There's things between Daisy and me that she'll never know. Things that neither of us can never forget.
I want to speak to Daisy alone. She's all excited now.
Even alone, I couldn't say I never loved Tom. It wouldn't be true.
Of course it wouldn't.
It mattered to you.
Of course it matters. I'm going to take better care of you from now on.
You don't understand. You're not going to take care of her anymore.
I'm not? Why is that?
Daisy's leaving you.
Nonsense.
I am, though.
Not leaving me. Certainly not for a common swindler who have to steal the ring he put on her finger.
I can't stand this. Let's get out. Please.
Are you anyhow? You're one of that bunch that hangs around with Mario Wolfsheim. That much I happen to know. I've made a little investigation into your affairs, and I'll carry it further tomorrow.
You can suit yourself about that, old sport.
I found out what your drugstores were. He and this Wolfsheim bought up a lot of side street drugstores here and in Chicago and sold grain alcohol over the counter. That's one of his little stunts. I picked him for a bootlegger the first time I saw him, and I wasn't far wrong.
I guess your friend Walter Chase wasn't too proud to come in on it.
You left him in the lurch, didn't you? You let him go to jail for a month over in New Jersey. God, you ought to hear Walter on the subject of you.
He came to us, dead broke. He was very glad to pick up some money, old sport.
Don't you call me old sport. Walter could have you up on the betting laws too, but Wolfsheim scared him into shutting his mouth. That drugstore business was just small change, but you got something on now that Walter's afraid to tell me about.
Please, Tom, I can't stand this anymore.
You two start on home, Daisy, in Mr. Gatsby's car. Go on, he won't annoy you. I think he realizes his little flirtation is over. Do you want any of this stuff, Nick? Nick?
What?
Do you want any?
No, I just remember today's my birthday.